Welcome back to our channel. But don't just scroll away, because what you're about to hear is not just a TV story. It's a story about friendship, failure, and a dream that almost never happened. A story of two writers who were told their ideas were too simple, of six unknown actors who risked everything for one chance, of a show that started with doubt and ended up changing television forever. This is the story of Friends. You know Ross, Rachel, Monica, Chandler, Joey, Phoebe. But do you know how they came to life? How two writers, dreaming of New York, created a show that became a global phenomenon? This is the story of Friends. In 1993, writers David Crane and Marta Kaufman, after their sitcom family album was canceled, began developing a new show. They wanted a story about six friends in their 20s, living in New York, figuring out life, love, and work together. Their first working title was Insomnia Cafe. They wrote a 7-page pitch and took it to NBC. The executives liked the idea, but it still had no name. Over the next months, the project changed names. Friends Like Us, Six of One, and finally just Friends. The goal was simple: create an ensemble show. No single main character, just equal voices. The writers wanted it to feel like real conversations between real people, not TV heroes. The pilot was written quickly. NBC wanted changes, but the creators fought to keep multiple storylines and a strong group dynamic. When the first episode aired on September 22, 1994, it introduced a new kind of sitcom, one that felt honest, modern, and full of heart. The casting process was long and chaotic. More than 1,000 actors were considered for each role before narrowing it down. David Schwimmer was the first one chosen. The role of Ross had been written with him in mind. Courtney Cox was first offered the role of Rachel, but she asked to play Monica instead, and the producers agreed. Jennifer Aniston almost didn't join because she had another pilot filming, but NBC released her just in time. Matt LeBlanc auditioned with no money left for gas. He nailed the role of Joey with his goofy charm. Lisa Kudrow had already filmed a failed pilot, but her unusual sense of humor made Phoebe unforgettable, and Matthew Perry's sarcastic timing made Chandler who he was. From the first table read, something rare happened. The chemistry was instant. The six actors felt like they had known each other forever. Writers began rewriting dialogue to fit the actors' personalities. Joey became more naive, Monica more controlling, Chandler more ironic. The show was filmed in front of a live audience at Warner Brothers Studios in Burbank, California. Each episode took about 6 hours to shoot. The laughter you hear, it's real. The iconic fountain opening was filmed at dawn, outside a studio ranch in California. No one knew it would become one of the most recognizable openings in TV history. After the first season, Friends became a cultural hit. It ranked in the top 10 TV shows every year for a decade. By the time the final episode aired in 2004, over 50 million Americans were watching. Phrases like, "We were on a break," "How you doing?" and "the Rachel haircut" became part of pop culture. But behind the laughs, there were struggles. Writers worried about repeating storylines. The cast negotiated as a team to earn equal pay, something rare in television then. By the last seasons, Each actor earned $1 million per episode. But what made the show strong wasn't money. It was unity. The six stayed friends in real life too. Friends changed television. It wasn't just about jokes. It was about connection. It captured a time when your friends were your family, when coffee shops felt like home, when life was uncertain, but somehow okay when you had someone to laugh with. The lesson of Friends is simple. Even the biggest success starts as a small idea, shared between friends who believe in it. Creativity grows when people listen, support, and build together. That's the real story behind Friends. Rebuild, rewrite, laugh again. What will you build with your friends? It wasn't just a story about six friends in New York. It was about life, love, and finding where you belong. Told in simple English so that anyone anywhere in the world can understand it and feel it. So if you smiled today, if you felt something, then share it. Because maybe someone out there needs this story more than you can imagine. Thank you for listening. Thank you for dreaming. And thank you for believing.